Now, you all know I believe beauty is as beauty does, and sometimes it's worth it to pay for a bag because you just really love it, and other times, not so much. Well, today I'm going to discuss the difference between the Nomad Lane new Bento Bag Backpack and two other bags that I found that I think are equally as good and cost a lot less. And if you're interested, stay tuned. Now this is the new Nomad Lane Bento Backpack, and it basically is the bento bag made into a backpack. And it has all the features that the bento bag has, and some features that the bento bag doesn't have, like these two large front pockets here, which I have to tell you, I do not love, because if you're trying to make compliance and you have a lot of stuff stuffed into those front pockets, they can hang up on the sizers, and you never want your bag hanging up on a sizer. And that really bugged me. Not only that, the bag is $300, and that really bugs me more. So I went looking for other bags like the bento backpack that do what the bento bag does, but at less money and doesn't have those stupid front pockets, which I really dislike. And I found two. So each of these bags that I'm going to show you today are going to be approximately the same size as the bento backpack, except they're going to use the full width of the bag and not have just those two pockets taking up the width of the bag. Now, each of these bags I've purchased with my own money. I'm not being sponsored by them. So without any further ado, let me show you the first bag. Now, this is the Halfday Convertible Cabin Bag. Now, I know a lot of you know Halfday because they have a very well-known convertible garment bag. But this bag is convertible for a whole different set of reasons, and we're going to get into that later. But first, let's go over some of the bag's vital statistics. Now, these are the bag's measurements, and these are the bag's weights. So as you can see, the bag's total depth is used, unlike the bento bag. And I like that because you always want to maximize the space that you can get out of a bag. But does it do the things that the Nomad Lane Bento Bag Backpack does? And I'm going to say yes. And when I get through showing you this bag, you're going to be really surprised. First of all, let me tell you that the bag comes with a 2-year warranty, which is 1 year more than the bento bag. Now, the bag's exterior is made out of a 420 denier polyester that's water resistant. Not waterproof, water resistant. It has a lot of unique features, like the fact that it has 4 ways of carrying the bag, and that's why it's called a convertible bag. You have 2 sets of handles, one here this way and one here this way. You have a crossbody strap, and I want to point out to you that the crossbody strap even comes with a well-padded shoulder strap, so it's not digging into your shoulder, and that's important too. You can use it as a bag that accompanies your carry-on bag, and this is what makes this bag different. You have 2 very padded backpack straps with a sternum strap that converts this bag into a backpack, just like the Nomad Lane Bento Bag Backpack. And that's outstanding. Another thing that's outstanding is this bag is $159, which is about $150 less than the Nomad Lane bag is. So you have a whole pile of choices on how to carry this bag. You don't have to carry it as a backpack. You don't have to wear it as a crossbody. You can just slide it onto your luggage, or you can just use your hands. It's just so versatile, and that's a big deal. And if you don't want to use the backpack straps, all you have to do is slide them back into their own pocket here, and they're put away. Nice and neat. So now let's go over the pockets of the bag. You have this really nice deep front pocket here. It's the whole width of the bag. So I'll show it to you over here. And yes, it is black. And I know that some of you hate black interiors. I get it. But as another viewer pointed out to me once, just use light color bags and you'll see them. It has a very unique opening for your computer, if that's what you want to use it for, because you can always pack pants into a computer compartment. But this one has a sideways, so it's easy to take it out when going through the TSA. It also has another pocket here for the tech or paperwork that you might want to take along with you. And I kind of like that configuration for those of you who don't take your computers along with you, because you can actually pack pants and stuff like that into those compartments and you'd be good to go. And if you have your computer in here and your 311 bag in here, you'll have a quick and easy pass-through through the TSA. I have 3 strapping points if you want to put on a carabiner or something like that, but I kind of just think of them as something a little more decorative. I don't know if I would use them, but that's me. Now, let's get on to the interior of the bag, because that's what really matters. Now, the Halfday Convertible Cabin Bag is a lay flat bag, which means that it opens like a suitcase and lays flat. And the interior of it is blue, unlike that front pocket that I showed you, which was black. It's got a very simple interior. Now, on this side of the bag, which I'm going to concentrate first on, is a zippered compartment here, and also a really nice deep packing compartment that doesn't have the 2 pouches that the Nomad Lane has that juts into the bag. Now, some people don't mind those, but I do, because for the exact same reason that I don't like the shoe compartments that come on some backpacks. They eat into your packing space. And I like to be able to figure out what I want to pack into a space. Maybe that's just me, but I'm just explaining my point of view. And on the other side of the bag, you have an even deeper compartment for more packing. Now, you also might have noticed that the one thing that this bag doesn't have is a water bottle compartment. And that might be a make it or break it for some of you. Now, this bag provides you with the versatility of the Nomad Lane Bento bag backpack. It's a mouth load, but it doesn't come with a high price tag. And it does offer you, in my opinion, a lot of versatility, because as you can see here, you can pack it out very easily as a personal item bag. And that's why I decided to give this bag a try. Now, I'm going to show you how I packed out this bag for a 7 to 10 day trip. So I'm going to be doing a 4-3-2-1 winter pack out, because that's a tough pack out, which consists of 4 tops, 3 layering pieces, 2 pairs of pants, 1 pair of shoes, and 7 days worth of underwear, socks, and bras, plus my pajamas. And I'll also be taking my airline comfort bag, safe box, toiletries, computer, laundry kit, tech bag, umbrella, and water bottle. And I'm going to get all of that into those 2 bags. Now, I know you're going to have a lot of questions about the differences between the 2 bags that I'm showing you today. And if you do, don't forget to drop them in the comment section down below. And if you're finding any value in this video or you're enjoying it in any way, please don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button, because that helps to recommend this channel to other viewers who are interested in travel just like you. So here's the Halfday bag, fully packed out using the 4-3-2-1 method. Here's what the bag weighs in at. And the bag comes in at 17.9 pounds. And here's what the bag looks like on me. So let me show you how I packed out the Halfday bag. In this front compartment, I put my 311 toiletry bag, like I said I would. And in the computer compartment, of course, I put my computer. Now, to show you that you can use this bag as your personal item bag and to go away with for a 7 to 10 day trip, let me show you how I packed it out. On the deeper side of the bag, I packed it out this way. I put all my tops and sweaters into this 1 compression cube. I put my shoes here on the side, and my 2 pairs of additional pants are here on the side. In this pocket here, because it's just such a voluminous pocket, I put all my bras, underwear, socks, and my pajama. And on this side of the bag, which is the narrower side of the bag, I turned that into my personal item bag. And you can see how neatly I packed out everything. So I have my safe box, my umbrella, my laundry kit, my tech, and my airline comfort bag. And I even have room to spare, because I have no pouches jutting into there, to bring home some souvenirs if I want to. Now that you've seen the Halfday Convertible Cabin Bag being used as both a personal item bag and as a bag you can go away with easily for a 7 to 10 day trip, let me show you the next contender. Now, this is the Away Active Convertible Backpack, and as the name might have given away already, it's another backpack. Now, here are the size and dimensions, and the weight of the bag. And once again, this bag comes in for a lot less money than the Nomad Lane Bento backpack. This bag comes in as $180, and that's $30 more than the Halfday, but not the $298 that the Bento bag is. So now let's go over some of the features of this bag. Now, as I've already given away, this is a convertible backpack, and it too comes with 4 ways of carrying it. Now the backpack comes with 2 handles, one here on this side and one here on this side. And that's very convenient. It also comes with a crossbody strap. Now I have to point out to you that unlike the Halfday bag, this one does not come with a padded shoulder strap. And if that matters to you, you might want to take that into consideration. In the back of the bag, you have a padded trolley pass-through. Now, the reason it's padded is because this is a backpack and they want to make sure that this is comfortable against your back. And behind these zippers over here, you have these 2 very nicely, very thickly padded shoulder straps to convert this into a backpack. This one does not come with a sternum strap, unlike the Halfday bag. Now this bag is constructed a little bit more like your traditional backpack because it does have 4 compression straps here on either side. It also has a water bottle compartment, which the Halfday bag didn't have. And if that's important to you, then that's something you might want to take into consideration. The Away bag comes with a lot more pockets. I'm going to turn the bag this way. You have this really big front pocket. And the first thing you're going to notice, and this bag, by the way, is the green bag, is that it has a coordinating green color on the inside, which makes it easier to see for those of you who find that really important. You have a pocket here in the front that goes the whole width of that lid, and you have another pocket here. You also have another pocket here. So the front pocket really has a lot of pockets, and I would call these either quick grab pockets or going through the TSA pockets, so you might want to put your toiletry bag in here. There are a lot of uses for this front pocket. You also have here a quick grab pocket for things like your phone and passport and items like that. So now that I've shown you the exterior of the bag, let's move on to the interior of the bag. Now the interior of this bag is different than the Halfday bag. The first thing you'll notice is that it has a different color on the inside, which makes it easier to see. You have a zipper here in the lid, that is the whole length of the lid, and you have a complete packing area with a compression strap here. And that's the total amount of compartments that this bag has. So you have to figure out if you can keep all your personal items in either this front area or on the lid, because I would say basically this is a packing area. But you could use it as a personal item, as you can see here, with Away's nice little video on how you can use it as a personal item bag. So now that you've seen how Away packs out this bag as a personal item bag, let's see how I pack out this bag for a 7 to 10 day trip. So now let me show you how I packed out the Away Active Convertible Backpack. It's a mouthful, right? And this bag, fully packed, comes in as 17.8 pounds. And this is what I look like in this bag. And it's different, obviously, than the other backpack was because it has a totally different construction to it. Now, obviously, you can see that I used the water bottle compartment that was missing on the other backpack here. And I put my umbrella and my little water bottle in there. Now, in this front compartment, my airline comfort bag and my 3-woman bag. Now, obviously, I didn't use any of the pockets here. I just laid them flat in here. But that is an option if you want to use these pockets to keep yourself organized and use it as a personal item bag. For instance, I could have slipped that in here if I wanted to, or I could have actually used it for other things that I might need that I have packed in this bag. It does give you flexibility on how to pack out, but I took the easy route and I just used the 2 bags that I have. Now let's get on to the inside of the bag. Now, if you remember when I was showing you the bag, it did not have a computer compartment. So I need my computer and I put that in here. Now the reason I put it in here is I felt that it was buffered by the clothing that I also have in there. So let me show you what I have in this compartment. Now, as I said before, I put my computer in here. I also have my tech bag in here. I'll wait to show you that in a minute. Now, this is the trade-off, because I could put the tech bag I could have used my tech bag that I have on my wrist, but I had room in here. But going through the TSA meant I had to open this bag. But all my underwear, pajamas, socks, and bras are in the top of this bag, which was very handy. Now I'm going to try to show you this so you can see it, but I'm not really sure if you can. But there is plenty of room on the inside of this bag still. I could buy stuff for my vacation and put it in here, no problem. As I said before, my tech bag is in here. My safe box is in here. The same pack out with all my tops and all my layering pieces are in here. And my 2 pairs of pants and shoes are in here uncompressed. And I still had plenty of room in this bag. So as you can see, this bag packs out totally different than the other bag, but both bags still had more room than I would have had in a bento bag with those pouches that stick into the bag, which drive me nuts. Now, the trade-off with this bag obviously is no computer compartment. And the trade-off with the other bag is it had no water bottle compartment. So you have to think about what you want out of your bags. So what's my final verdict about these bags? I think that these are both great bags, and especially at the price point that they come in at. I mean, this bag comes in at $159, and this one comes in at $180, and that is way less than $298. Now, which bag works for you? That's totally up to you. But I will say this, if you're looking for an alternative to the regular bento bag, check out this video over here, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!